Right now, someone you trust completely is planning to deceive you today, and they probably assume you won't even notice. We've all had that feeling. You're lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, replaying a conversation over and over in your head. Something about their story felt slightly off, and you're left second-guessing your own sanity. The statistics explain why this happens so often. Psychological studies show the average person is lied to roughly 200 times every single day. But lying takes work. A concept known as cognitive load theory shows us that deception requires massive amounts of active mental computation. The brain has to invent a fake reality, hold it firmly in memory, and constantly monitor your reaction, all at the exact same time. When you understand the sheer weight of that mental burden, you stop being a passive target. You can start reading the specific physical glitches that happen when a liar's brain is pushed to its absolute limit. Before you can spot the glitch, you need to establish a baseline. This simply means observing how the person acts, speaks, and sits when they are completely relaxed and comfortable. Once you know their normal rhythm, you watch for the break. When a lie begins, the nervous system instantly spikes. Someone who naturally talks fast might suddenly drag out their words. A person who normally holds strong eye contact might snap their gaze to the floor. To trigger that nervous system spike deliberately, skip the simple yes or no questions. Asking, "Did you go out last night?" gives them an easy out. Instead, ask an assumption question, like, "What made you stay out so late?" Now they are cornered into building a complex story on the spot. The moment you ask that question, start a clock in your head for exactly 5 seconds. In that tiny window, their brain is scrambling to construct a safe narrative. The computational effort is so high that the body actually leaks stress signals. You'll see them swallow hard, touch their face, or physically lean away. They might have the perfect words ready by second 6, but by bypassing their rehearsed script and watching those micro-leaks in the first 5 seconds, you get direct proof of their deception. As those physical leaks happen, their language will also begin to fracture. This is a process called linguistic distancing. Truth-tellers speak in absolute, firm statements because they are accessing real memories. Liars instinctively pad their sentences with wishy-washy words like maybe, probably, or I guess, building an unconscious escape route in case they get caught. All of these tells are symptoms of cognitive overload. The human brain only has so much working memory to juggle a fabricated timeline while trying to look perfectly natural. You can actively disrupt this balancing act by interrupting them mid-story with a completely random question about an earlier event. It forces them to instantly process a new variable, and the fake timeline crashes. Or try sliding a completely fabricated detail into the conversation. If they mention going to the store, casually remark that it must have been tough driving in the pouring rain, even if the sky was totally clear that day. Someone telling the truth will immediately correct you. A liar will often blindly agree with the fake detail, terrified that contradicting you might unravel the fragile story they've just built. When their mental RAM is entirely maxed out, they will hit the ultimate panic button, the sudden topic swap. They'll abruptly point out a funny video or remember a completely unrelated chore to escape the pressure cooker of the conversation. These conversational traps work extremely well because they rely on the strict mechanical limits of human brainpower. You aren't arguing with them, you are simply forcing the lie to collapse under its own processing weight. We've all felt the quiet anxiety of being fed a story that doesn't logically add up, questioning our own memory simply because the other person sounds so confident. When they try to pivot away to a new topic, gently and calmly steer them right back. Say, "We can look at that video in a second, but first finish telling me about the store." Watch the illusion shatter as they realize you aren't letting them off the hook. Someone is going to attempt to feed you a fabricated story today, but the dynamic has shifted. You are walking into that interaction prepared. You don't have to second-guess your gut instinct in the middle of the night anymore. You now have the tools to measure the cognitive stress, spot the verbal escapes, and read the physical data points of human deception. Taking control of these situations protects your peace of mind and keeps your reality grounded. If you're ready to trust your instincts and decode the psychology of everyday life, make sure to subscribe and stay curious.